What's going on, guys? I have been thinking a lot about Breath of the Wild and about DLC that they could have put in the game, and that leads me to the Yiga clan. Now, everybody's familiar with this pit that Master Koga falls down into, but what if instead of when you jumped into it of getting warped out, what if you continue to fall for like 20 or 30 stamina wheels, and then you get down to the bottom and this huge cavern opens up, and you hit the ground and you realize you're in this other world, unlike anything in Hyrule. And you notice there's this town in the center of this huge cavern. So, out of curiosity, you try to infiltrate this town, and there's a guard that catches you and you get thrown out. Now, it's very similar to the Gerudo, but unlike the Gerudo town, this town you can actually get access to if you're careful. It's very similar to the hideout mission in the Yiga clan. Now, you finally navigate through all these corridors without being seen by the guards or the civilians in the town, and you notice there's this item in the center of the town, and out of curiosity you grab it, and then you realize that you are immediately caught by this elderly woman, and she's like, "Oh, I got you, sonny." But then you realize that she doesn't think you're Link. She thinks that you are the new Yiga clan initiative looking for the initiation center. So she takes you to the initiation center to get signed up as a Yiga clan member. So the Yiga clan member society is like, okay, to become a member you have to go through these set of trials. Well, the lady who caught you, the elderly woman, she guides you through all these different trials, and so she's like sets you up with the first trial, and she's like, "All right, sonny, here is Link, and this is a scarecrow of him, and you gotta defeat yourself." So what happens is you have Link fighting a scarecrow dressed like Link, and it's a very poorly made costume. The face is all mangled, the costume has a whole bunch of patches, very, very poorly constructed. So once you finish the first trial, she takes you to the second trial, and she's like, "This next test will test your strength and agility." And so everybody knows how agile the Yiga clan members are, because they're flipping around and shit and doing some crazy acrobatics when you're battling them. And thus the second trial is called Yiga Yoga. And so she has you contort your hands when you're holding the controller in awkward positions to press button combinations, and pressing like the left joystick with your right hand and forcing you to hold the controller in weird ways using the motion controls. All while on the screen, the little old elderly lady has contorted her body into some sort of gymnastic position while she's talking shit to Link like, "What's the matter, youngster? Ain't you got your back into it?" And then Link's over there looking like a fucking pretzel that's been left in the oven too long. At the end of the training, Link is given a certificate authenticating Link as a full-fledged Yiga clan member, at which point Link can wear the Yiga clan outfit. But because the Yiga clan society and people are so poor, they don't just give it to Link, he has to purchase it. And so the little lady's like, "This way to the town center." And so you get to this welcoming center, and they're like, "Here, take this flyer, destroy this guy." It has like your face on there of Link, and it's like, "Oh, awkwardly, thank you, okay." Anyways, so you go to the different shops and stuff, and the stores, you realize, do not use rupees as currency. And so what you have to do is you have to go to a currency exchange shop to actually buy stuff. The town does not use rupees. The town uses bananas, right? Like, what else would they use? They're just that crazy. So you go to the currency exchange, and it's not just called currency exchange. You go there, and the shop is called Banana-O Change. Trust me, I gave that a lot of thought. So you go there, and you get the bananas, exchange like 10,000 rupees for like 100 bananas or some ridiculous amount. And you finally go there, you buy the full-fledged Yiga clan outfit. You visit some of like the more like history museums, maybe they have something like that there, and you get more of like the backstory from like the people there of like what's actually going on with the Yiga clan. And so what you realize is you have to go into this dungeon outside the Yiga clan town that is pushing all this negativity towards the Yiga clan members. And so by defeating this dungeon, you give them a second chance at life, so to speak, because they actually are able to live happy lives and not be surrounded by this negative, evil entity that is lurking beyond the walls of their hometown. So you go into this dungeon and you realize, oh my god, this is like old school Ocarina of Time badass dungeons. And so what you get for beating the dungeon is you get the ability to teleport just like the Yiga clan members. Now I think it would be really cool if you found that ability somewhere halfway through the dungeon and actually use that ability to defeat the final boss of that dungeon. And not only that, but it would be useful outside that dungeon as well. And so you could use that teleporting that would teleport you maybe like 50 feet in any direction around you, to sneak up on enemies, to climb up cliffs faster in case you're getting low on stamina and you need that little extra oomph to get to the ledge you need in order to not fall. I bet we could come up with some creative ways in order to use that teleportation in Breath of the Wild. Anyways, guys, that's my video. I appreciate you listening. If you guys can think of any cool ways of using that teleportation ability, or maybe something else that you would like to see added into the Yiga clan town to give it a little more depth and to learn more about the history and the lore of the Yiga clan, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, take care. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.